It Out, where we keep it real. That's right, real issues, real talk for teens. We have an exciting show in store for you today, a very serious topic that we will be discussing. But first, let's introduce our Big Mouth panel. These are the brave souls who will be providing us with their insight and viewpoints on today's topic, which brings us to the issue of bullying.
Yeah, it's gonna be, oh, look who it is, man. Little girl's gonna be like taking candy from her baby. Watch this, man. Let's go. Excuse you, you didn't see us standing here?
Hey, you gotta be careful around here, a lot of old ladies.
Sorry, I'm going around.
You're not gonna say excuse me?
Look, I said that I'm sorry and I'm going around. What are you doing?
Give me this, thank you.
Give me that back. What are you doing? Give it back.
Or what?
Or, oh, look, Mr. Bully and his runner-up, you better be glad that I'm not tall and I'm not big like you, because if I was, I would do the same things to you. My mommy and my daddy told me if I stand up to you that I don't have to be afraid of you because you wouldn't do anything to me anymore. And as for you, runner-up, you only do everything that he tells you to do, so you're being bullied too. And back to you. You better be glad that I'm not big and I'm not tall, because I would just grab you and you too, and I would...
This...
What, you're tall now.
Thank you. Home's this way.
Today's show will take a thorough look at bullying, ways to prevent it, and things that we can do as a community to make sure that we can conquer this issue. Bullying means systematically and chronically inflicting physical hurt or psychological distress on one or more students, and may involve physical bullying, verbal bullying, cyberbullying, and emotional bullying. So those are the four: physical, verbal, cyber, and emotional. And I'm going to take this topic straight to the Big Mouth panel. The first question will be, what types of bullying have you experienced? Kaniswa, let's hear from you.
Types of bullying I have experienced in the past has mainly been physical and verbal.
Wow, so this was when you knew that you were being targeted, and then it went from, I'm sure, verbal first.
Yes.
And then to physical.
Yes.
Okay, now was that reported?
Yes, it was.
All right. Anyone else? Yes, let's hear from you. Tell us about...
In the past,
yes.
I'm graduating high school soon, so it was in middle school. I was actually bullied in online through instant
cyber,
messaging.
okay.
And I was also verbally bullied, and I didn't report it. And a lot of times that is the problem, that people do not report bullying.
Yes, it is.
Because they're scared of what the bully might do to them.
And was that the case with you? Were you afraid of the bully retaliating against you?
Yes, it was.
Okay, all right. Real talk, that's real talk. Should there be a law against bullying? Now think about that. Should there be a law? Because what that means is bullies can and will serve time, possibly serve time in jail for bullying. Yes, Andrew, let's hear from you.
I think that there should be a law against bullying, because what they're doing is wrong, can cause emotional turmoil to the child, and
definitely
that it needs to be stopped.
Okay, it really does. Yes, from Jessica.
I honestly believe that yes, it does need to be a law, because it has have teens to actually extremely commit suicide. And I honestly believe that if you're gonna drive a child to commit suicide, there's honestly something sick wrong with you, because there's nothing, how can I put this? There is...
It's a serious problem,
It's a serious problem for a child to commit suicide over verbally, anything else. Yes.
It can go that far, and we all know, we watch the news, it has. It has gone that far, and it will continue unless we put a stop to it. Anyone else about the law on bullying? Isaiah.
Well, a law on bullying, it won't fully stop bullying, but it will slow it down. You see, there still will be bullying secretly because people still won't tell.
Won't complete, exactly. Now, they won't report it. Exactly, they will not. It will slow it down, and that's what laws are put in place to do. They're not going to be able to catch everybody, but just as you said, it will slow it down a whole lot. So do you believe a bully should serve time in jail?
I think that a bully should serve time in jail because people can be really mean these days, and they don't understand that it can really affect people's lives.
That's something to think about, real talk. You know, Florida has proposed a law against bullying called the Jeff Johnston Law. Here's what Jeff's mother had to say. Jeff used to be outgoing and confident in 6th grade and at the beginning of 7th grade. But by 8th grade, after encountering a harsh bully, he began dressing in all black and was introverted and obsessed about his appearance. When it came time for 9th grade, Jeff and the bully went to different high schools, but by all accounts, Jeff appeared to be doing well at his new school. Then on the morning of June 29th, Jeff's mom and one of her elder sons found Jeff's lifeless body in his bedroom closet where he had hanged himself during the night. Several weeks later, and this was in 2005, several weeks later, his mother discovered a suicide note written almost 2 months before he hanged himself, which read, "Hello, friends. I'm writing to tell you all I won't be in school anymore. I decided to commit suicide because my life is too hard. It's just difficult to explain. I hope none of you miss me. I'm really sorry." So if there was ever a reason to report bullying, you have one now. And we are proud to say that Florida's Jeff Johnston Act has been given the title of the best anti-bullying law in effect today. So go Florida. Now, we also know, as some of the panel members did say, bullying is underreported. 71% of kids who were bullied did not report it. Why do you think this is the case besides the fact of the bully retaliating? Why else could this be the case? Because wouldn't you think the victim would want it to stop? Let's hear from you, Kaniswa.
I think it would be because you don't want to look like the snitch. That's what we call it today. You don't want to look like the snitch.
I've heard that many times.
You know,
snitch.
That's why most children don't report it. They don't want to be the snitch.
You're the snitch. You're the one who told. Okay, yes. What else? Besides retaliation.
I also agree with her, but also the fact they might feel embarrassed to feel like the younger, the weaker person against the bully.
That's real talk. Real talk. And any other reasons why a victim, though, would not want to stop the behavior? These are the victims of bullying. We would think that they would want it to stop more than anyone. Yes, Abby.
I think that people don't really report bullying because the way that they get treated by the person who's bullying them makes them feel very insecure, like they're very powerless. And even if they did say something, they feel like nothing would really happen to stop it.
You know, and that brings us to an interesting fact. It's funny how 70% of teachers say they always intervened when bullying was reported, but 71% of kids did not report it because they say they did not think the teacher cared. So that's a conflict of interest there. Teachers say, hey, if a child tells me they're being bullied, I'm going to do something about it. But the child says, I'm not going to tell the teacher because they're not going to do anything about it. So there's an interesting fact to know also is that you need to report it because we, the adults, the teachers, the parents, we do care about those who are being bullied. Now, that brings us to one other thing that we'd like to bring. Is there anything positive that can come out of bullying? Let's hear from you.
Something positive that can come out of bullying is that it gives the kids, the victims, it gives them drive so that they can prove to the bully, like, I have something. You don't deserve to treat me this way because I am somebody.
So that it gives them a kind of a strength, if you will. Okay. Anyone else? You think anything positive can come out of bullying? Let's hear from you, Jessica.
It'll give them confidence, and it also speaks out to everyone else who has been bullied. Like, hey, you're not gonna treat me down like that.
And that's real talk. That's a very good point. But must we experience the bad to appreciate the good? Dianella.
I think that people learn through the bad. Like that comedian, he learned through it, and he could probably be, you know, a positive influence on other people and be like, look, I lived through this. I can, you know, he can relate to other people. And that's like the positive. If you can relate to other people going through the things that you went to, more people will understand you.
All right, that's real talk. Let's hear from you.
You can also you can prove the bully wrong. You know what I'm saying? They say you can't do something and you just show them that you can. Because then that just embarrasses them and makes them look like the idiot because, you know, because you actually did what you were set out to do and what you were meant to do.
Exactly. You accomplished all the goals that they tried to prevent you from doing through intimidation. But at that moment, is it a positive thing at that moment?
Not at the moment, but if you look at it after a long period of time, you're going to realize that that made you stronger, and it also made you who you are today.
Okay, real talk. So you're saying it gives you strength of character. When you go through things like that, it strengthens you. So rather than protecting, you're saying that sometimes you have to go through it to learn how to deal with it. All right, Kaniswa, would you agree with that? You did say you experienced bullying. So is that something that you would definitely agree with?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right, that's real talk. Well, according to Dr. Susan Lipkins, a psychologist of 25 years, there are many reasons for bullying, but the simplest explanation is that when people think that you must experience the bad to appreciate the good, she says that people identify with the winner, which is a bully. They tend to win in most cases, and they feel better about themselves as if they had won. The person who's watching the bully feel better about themselves as if they have won also. And she says that we must get past the tendency to break down others in an effort to make ourselves feel better by adopting an attitude of respect and becoming more assertive as a culture in protecting those who are being attacked. So what do you think about that? What do you think about that comment where she says people identify with the bully and we live in a society where the winner takes all. We want to be the winner. We want to like the winner. Yes.
Well, sometimes the bullies think that, oh, well, I'm helping him by making him stronger. I'm just trying to toughen him up. But really it's not. They're just hurting them.
Yes, that's real talk. So we would want to experience the bad, the good. Which one would that be? I mean, so because that does kind of put a twist on it, on how we view bullying. Should we experience the bad, or should we continue to promote the good?
I honestly believe that you have to experience the bad in order to get to the good. That's what I believe. Because if you don't go through the situation, then you just don't make you stronger in the end.
All right, real talk. Well, coming up next, we have a special guest from our local bullying prevention program who is going to tell us about how severe bullying is right here in the River City. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.